Time to play the game!
Hello. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use preprocessor commands in order to remove or add code elements to a file.c. For example, this will often get used in files.h, and I think I'll get back to that in the following video. They're called if def, if ndef, endif, and elif. Let me use an example, it'll be better. Here I have my main.c, and I'm going to do a hash. You've seen defines, we're going to use that. I'm going to use if def. If there exists a define of, let's say, tutu, then I'm going to do things. For example, my main will be written. Otherwise, if tutu hasn't been defined, the main won't even show. Basically, if def means if tutu is defined, whatever is between the hash and endif will be added to the file. Otherwise, it won't be. So here, has tutu been defined? No. And it hasn't been defined if I do cpp space main.c, there's nothing anymore. Same thing the other way around. If ndef, it means if tutu has not been defined, then whatever's been between hash if ndef and the corresponding endif should be displayed on the screen. This time my main came back. We could assemble them. For example, we could do if ndef ti and add another endif here. That would mean that if tutu hasn't been defined, we'll display what's between the endif and this if ndif. And if ti hasn't been defined, it'll display only what's between this if ndif and this endif. So normally, my main should appear, because neither tutu nor ti has been defined. Let's see. The main has reappeared. Now, in order to define tutu, we've seen defines. I told you we could use them, but we could also just use them to define tutu. If I write this, it's valid. It means tutu won't be replaced by anything. That's okay. But for preprocessor, tutu is something that exists. So, normally, again, if ndef means that tutu hasn't been defined, as we've now defined it, my mains disappeared. Along with if ndef and if def, you'll also have elif. Elif equals else if. But my advice is to avoid those and rather do blocks with if def and if ndef. It'll be easier. With this, you'll be able to protect your files.h, and that's what we'll see in the next video.